Hi, I'm Dr. Bishop from Animal Health Care, and today we're going to talk about why exercise is beneficial to dogs. My assistant, Judy, is going to ask some questions of me, and with that, go, Judy.
All right. So, Dr. Bishop, why is exercise such a crucial part of dog wellness?
Well, it's an activity that keeps them, so to speak, sane, especially if they're a very active dog. So exercise is something that you definitely want to do. If you've got a really active dog and you coop him up in a small area, it's really beneficial, for both the owner and the dog to get them out. It also helps to maintain body weight and keep good body condition and good muscle mass there.
Okay. And what are the biggest benefits of exercising my dog?
Well, we can actually cheat a little and feed them a little bit more than you want to. And it's an activity that they're going to enjoy, and it's going to help us with weight control.
Okay. And what is the best way to exercise my dog?
Exercise your dog in a way that your dog wants to be exercised. So if your dog simply likes to take a walk, that's one thing. If your dog is very intrigued and very excited about going to the dog park, gets along well with the other dogs, and the other dogs get along well with your dog, take them to the dog park. If your dog likes playing fetch, do that. If your dog's a frisbee dog and likes to do that, certainly do that. But yeah, find something that your dog likes to do and then just do it. It could simply be as simple as a laser pointer in the backyard. And they're bright enough that a lot of times you can see them in the daytime. So.
Okay. And then how much exercise is needed for each life stage of my dog?
The amount of exercise, generally speaking, decreases as the dog gets older. The dog may start to develop some arthritis. They're just not as robust as they were when they're younger. But that's a case-by-case and individual-by-individual situation. And even in the same dog, if that dog has been laying around a lot, put on a lot of Christmas weight, COVID weight, this we're seeing in some of our pets now. If that dog has a lot of weight on it, then we may have to start kind of slowly and work up to it, rather than, let's say, going for a 5-mile run with the wife who runs every day for 10 miles. So it's a case-by-case thing. If your dog is a dog that has a push-in nose, whether it be a bulldog or a Boston Terrier or one of those dogs that has a shortened nose, they generally also have a very narrow and small windpipe, and they won't be able to get rid of excess body heat that's built up from exercise. So we won't be able to exercise them in an outdoor area where it's hot, or even an indoor area where it's hot, because we'll get into trouble. Very, very cold temperatures also are going to limit the amount of exercise that we can give a dog, even if they could exercise, because the feet get cold, especially if it's 10 degrees outside, something like that. You have to be cognizant of the fact that they're not wearing gloves on their feet. Even if they have boots on their feet, if they'll tolerate them, because a lot of dogs won't do it, there's still that potential for frostbite at the really cold temperatures, so be aware of that. But in normal temperatures, it really is going to depend on the dog's basic overall health status at that particular stage of his life.
Okay. And then last question, if my dog is overweight, what is the safest way to exercise them to shed pounds?
Well, first, if your dog is overweight, we need to limit the amount of food. So if you know how much they're eating, then you want to cut the food calorie intake by 25 to 30%. So start there. The next thing would be to start really, really slowly. And if you take the dog for a walk and he or she is not exhausted coming back and has to sleep for 3 days to catch up on it, then probably you didn't overdo it. Maybe you can take them a little bit further. So let's say it's one time around the block the first day, kind of exhausted. Well, we'll go maybe 3/4 of the way around the block and come back, did fine, and then work up to more and more exercise. And as the weight comes off, we increase activity a little bit more. So hopefully this this session and answering these questions is helpful to you. If you have other questions that you'd like us to answer, feel free to reach out to us at Animal Health Care. Here in Naperville, our number is 630-305-7200, and our website is naperville.com. Thank you very much.